So, good afternoon all once again. Last session, we saw what is SAP, what is R1, R2, R3, and who has started, and who were the competitors for SAP, and how SAP Edge compared to is having edge when compared to other ERP modules. And we saw different versions of ERP, and we will see in detailed comparison between ECC with S4 HANA, because as I mentioned earlier also, now major companies are migrating. There are two versions, as you know, that ECC and S4. What is the difference between ECC and S4? What is the difference? ECC version and S4 version?
We don't have database for ECC.
Sorry?
We don't have database for ECC. So
own database. We have a database, but SAP doesn't
it
have
is
its own
not.
database.
Yeah,
It was
third party
dependent on third-party databases.
Yes.
Okay, but when it came up with HANA database, now SAP is, instead of using third-party databases, they are using their own databases. Their own database that is called HANA database. Clear? So we will see that what is HANA database, how it is different from third-party databases. In-depth analysis, we will do that. Clear? And we saw what is R1 system, R2 system, and R3 system. Well, you remember what is R1, R2, and R3? See, in R1 system, first time when in the year 1972, when they came up with this one ERP system. So as I said that there are three layers will be there: database layer, application layer, and presentation layer. So in R1 system, R stands for real time, 1 stands for 1 tier. Okay, 1 tier in the sense there are whatever, these are called first tier, second tier, and 3 tiers, right? All the 3 tiers are located at one place, right? That is database layer, application layer, and presentation layer. All are at one place. Okay, and it was developed, the first R1 system was developed in single language, single currency, and single country. Only one country. This was one country software, one currency it used to support, and only for one country, one language, and one currency used to support. Clear? And after that, 1970 to 1980, this was not that popular version, SAP was, right? And after that, they came up with a new technology. So what they did is they have separated presentation layer with database layer and application layer. They have separated. Means R1 becomes R2, 2 tiers. Means instead of clubbing all tiers, all faces at one place, what they did is they have separated presentation layer in different places and application layer and database layer at one place. Clear? So in this particular area, we got LAN and WAN connections. The local area networks, wide area networks was introduced in this particular era itself. And after that, and even here also, they came up with, in R2 system, what was the advantage in the sense, here they are restricted to one currency, one country, one language, but they came up with multiple currencies, multiple languages, and multiple countries in R2 system. So that becomes very popular, but still the server was very slow because because of time sharing, client server concept was introduced, and each client will have some dedicated time. In that time only it will process. If they want some data from this particular server, clear, they need to give the instructions, and this application layer and database layer it at one place. So according to their dedicated time only, the server used to give the output to this particular clients. Clear? So there was a time consuming. So the system was not that much fast. So even that is also considered as not that popular at this particular time. But they came up with, in the year 1990, they came up with R3, 3-tier configuration. You can see here. 3-tier configuration in the sense, one database layer separated, they have separated database layer at one place, application layer at another place, and presentation layer at another place. Clear? So here what they used to do is application. So when they have separated application layers, so the user client will give instructions. Then first, instead of going directly to the database layer, it will take application layer, and application layer works very fast. So, and it gives the instructions to database layer. It searches the data in database layer and immediately it will take the output and it will give to the user. And this is the most popular version. And this database, whatever we call it as in R3 system, SAP doesn't have its own database. It has to depend on other third-party databases. Clear? So in the same way, they have, as I said, the client server technology. So here, whatever you can see here, these are the different clients and different countries they are using, they are setting, and the application layers are at different place. For example, we have one application layer in India, and all Indian clients will use this application layer, and one is in Singapore. Client will use Singapore client will use this application layer. Clear? So all the clients will have access to this particular application layer, and whatever application layer will have, the data will be stored in one particular database. And remember, the databases, again, we have one more database, is backup database, central database server. Backup, in the sense, what happens, for example, most of the databases now, SAP servers across the globe, most of the servers are in India, and after that either in China or Japan, because of there is a less natural disasters. So recently, like 2013 onwards, most of the servers are kept in India. Clear? And what happens, every 24 hours, whatever database server is there, that will take into a backup. If because of any reasons, if the database layer will get clashed, then within 2 to 3 hours, the complete data will be restored from the backup database layer. Clear? So two databases layers will be there. Okay, one is original database layer, another one is a copy database. Clear? If at all, due to any reasons, for example, in Japan, whenever they used to maintain SAP used to maintain main servers in Japan and the backup servers in US. So because of Japan natural calamities, completely it got crashed, and within no time they have recovered from backup databases. So that much fast. No any other ERP will provide this much faster backup. So it's very much like very much faster. Okay. Any questions on this? R1, R2, and R3. So first generation you can call R1, or first layer you can call R2. Second generation, R3, third generation you can call it as an. 3 is nothing but 3-tier or third generation. That's the reason S4, suit for HANA, we can call it as an 4 stands for FOR for, okay, or it's a 4th generation. We can use like that, suit 4th generation database, that is. So till here it was first layer database, second layer and third layer database, and now it is completely HANA database. So any questions on this?
No, Naveen.
No, Naveen.
So we will discuss in depth again on HANA databases. So we have discussed the versions again. These are the different versions we have, right? As I said, that R1, R2, R3. So till here it is a third generation only till here. Now here it starts for 4th generation. So till here ECC 6 with EHP 6 version. Okay. They were used third-party databases like Oracle, Microsoft, okay, DBase, DB2 database, and Windows database. Clear? In the year 2013, SAP came up with, this is version ECC 6 on EHP 7. So what SAP used to do is, see, this is ECC 6 is a version, and after that they have added new features. They used to give it as an EHP 6 or EHP 7, EHP 8 enhancement packages. So whatever new features are added, then they used to release one package, enhancement package, complete package, like 6 or EHP 7 or 7.1, 7.2, whatever 0.1, 0.2 or EHP 7 or EHP 8. So that is nothing but new features are added. So you can see here ECC 6, clear, ECC 6 is the version. In the 2005, they have introduced ECC 6 version. But after that, they haven't released any version. They have given enhancement packages. Means new features are added. Clear? So till what was the last ECC version is ECC 6 with EHP 8. Here I have shown only EHP 7. I'll tell you what is the difference. So EHP 7 versions till ECC 6 with EHP 6 version. What does it mean? ECC 6 with EHP 6 version, in the sense it will compatible only for third-party databases. It is not compatible for HANA database. It won't suit for HANA database. And after that, they came up with EHP 7 version, new release, not a version. In ECC 6, they have released a new feature, added feature, or new version, you can call it as an EHP 7 in the year August 2013. What does it mean actually? What does it mean in the sense? This is compatible for third-party databases and as well as S4 HANA database, not S4 HANA database. Clear? So EHP 7, whatever EHP 7 we are calling, this is suitable for third-party databases and as well as HANA database. Clear? So here in this particular, we are going to work on this version now. We are going to work on ECC 6 on EHP 7. Clear? But still we are going to use SQL database or any Oracle database, and later we will I'll show you how S4 HANA database, how it's going to work. Initially we are going to see this databases only, third-party databases only. Once you are comfortable with that, then we will pitch into the S4 HANA database, not S4 HANA database. Clear? And after that, they have released one more version which I have not mentioned here, EHP 8. ECC 6 on EHP 8. So what does EHP 8 is? EHP 8 is not compatible for third-party databases. Not compatible for third-party databases. It is exclusively for HANA database. And after that, they have released several versions. On HANA also, they have added a lot of, last time also we discussed, but in depth we will discuss this. Clear? And two more things for your practice. For your practice, for example, as I said that EHP 7 on ERP 6. So how we can do in the sense, so for installation, for your practice purpose. So once we start with the practice purpose, two things we can do it. One is we can install, one second, we can install SAP server in your system. Okay, SAP server installation in your laptop or desktop. SAP server installation in your PC or laptop, whatever it is. So what is the prerequisites for this in the sense? Minimum 8 GB to 16 GB RAM. Installation, I'm telling you. So for example, you have a laptop or a desktop. Clear? So you want to, for practice purpose, you want to buy SAP. So you want to buy in the sense you need to install SAP server in your system. So for that, what is the prerequisite of your system in the sense? Minimum 8 GB RAM and maximum 16 GB. So it will, the server will work very fast. And minimum 500 GB of hard disk drive. That's it. So whatever may be the thing, a processor and all, but the minimum is 8 GB RAM, 8 GB to 16 GB RAM. And 500 GB hard disk is required. What is the advantage if I install? What is the disadvantage if I install? Pros and cons I'll tell you. So if you install in the system, the server will be there in your system. For example, your laptop is new or you have an original OS, whatever operating system is original. Then once you give for installation, what they will do is they will remove your original operating system from your desktop or laptop, from your hard disk. They will remove that. Okay, if you have a backup of that OS, that's fine, not an issue. But if you don't have a backup, then they will remove everything from your system and they will install, whatever hard disk I'm saying 500 GB. So what they will do is they will do two partition of your hard disk. One is 300 GB hard disk partition HDD and 200 GB. Means the storage will be partitioned. In that 300 GB, they will install OS like Windows NT or Windows 2000, some network OS they will install. Okay, Windows NT or something they will install, or 2000 professional. On that, they will install SAP server, and on that, on your desktop, they will install SAP application. Clear? So what is your job every day when you switch on your system? And so this will be, and the other then, so they will install Windows 10 or any this one, Windows 10, or any, as per your requirement, they will install OS. So what is the disadvantage? 300 GB, 200 GB, the complete 500 GB is occupied. So in 300 GB, whatever GB they have installed partition for SAP server, in this particular server, they will charge around 400 rupees for lifetime. 400 rupees lifetime investment. You can use any point of time. Clear? You can use any point of time this particular server. But what is the thing we need to make sure is, for example, you are working on this particular server, right? SAP server, this particular partition. Then your network drivers will not work. Your speaker will not work. You can't do any other thing. Only you can do SAP practice. That's it. If you want to send an email from this operating system, from this partition, right? You want to access any internet access, you can't do it. It's completely dead. Means only you can type it, you can Word document, PowerPoint, you can do it, everything. But if you want to send some attachment kind of thing to email or something, okay, then you can't do in this particular partition. This is completely dead. This will be occupied only for this. And every day, whenever you want to practice, then what first you need to do is you need to run the server. You need to start the server. First, you need to start the server. It may take, that's the reason I said you can have 8 GB to 16 GB RAM. So if it is 8 GB RAM, it will take little time, 5 minutes or 7 minutes. If your RAM is 16 GB, it may take hardly 3 to 4 minutes time to start the server. Okay, so once you start the server, then you can start the SAP application. So application looks like this. This is, you can see it, this is SAP logon, whatever, this is called SAP application, right? So directly you can double click on this. Once the server is start, then you need to double click on this, then your SAP application logon screen will appear. Clear? And same time, once you are done with the practice, right? Normally we will shut it down, right? So, but here you are not supposed to do that. Once you are done, then you need to close the application and you need to stop the server perfectly. You need to start the server in the same way you need to stop the server. So the thing, whatever process, it will be start in a reverse way when you stop the server. Clear? Initially it would be red, after that it will become gray, and after that it will become green. So the reverse way it will go. So same time, as per your RAM capacity, it will work, the stop and start server. So, but what happens if I close it directly without stopping the server? So for first time or second time, it okay, that accepts. But if frequently we are doing like 3 times, 4th time, okay, then the SAP server will be get crashed. The server will be get crashed. So again, if we want to work, then again we need to reinstall the server. Okay, so that is the difference. But if you take a financial aspect, it will take only 400 rupees to 500 rupees they'll charge. If you are doing this process perfectly, then what happens is you need not to spend a single NP again, monthly or quarterly or whatever it is. But and same time, for example, you are practicing and you got some sort of issue, then you want to share your screen to opposite person through Zoom or whatever it is, what I'm doing now. Clear? But you can't do this if you are installed the server in your system. You can't. You need to take a photocopy and you need to send it. Your issue. If you want to share the screen, you can't do it. Why? Because the network drivers won't work here. That is a drawback. And if you want to work on other partition, like whatever Windows, other partition, you can work everything. But the space is only 200 GB. That's it. other applications you can install. You can't install any other applications here apart from this. So this is a drawback. If you feel okay that, then you can go ahead with 400 to 500 rupees. Okay, but again, I'm telling you, the OS will be get affected. Your OS will be, original OS will be, they will remove it, and they will, on that, they will install. If you have a backup, then it's fine. And if you have a key, OS key, then you can reinstall at any point of time. Okay, and there is one more option we have, third-party servers. Third-party servers. So once you want to practice, we have one more option, third-party servers. So what does it mean in the sense? There are a number of third-party server database providers are there for us. So again, for our institute and for my practice, whatever, for our class sessions and everything, we have taken from one person, Venkat. If you know anyone who can provide less than this, you can check with them also, because the server to server, there is no change. We need to check only whether they are provide 24/7 support or not. That's it. Okay, so third party server, what does it mean in the sense? So they won't disturb your, if you take third party servers. So the person from whom we have taken, so normally now he's charging 1200 rupees per 6 months. Per 6 months. So if you take twice in a year, if you take twice, then our course will be get completed and you can practice total 1 year. And after that, it may not required for you. If it's required, then you can take it again. That's it. So 1200 per month, 1200 rupees per 6 months. Okay, this is ECC server, not S4 HANA. S4 HANA server is quite costly, expensive. So that's the reason I advise students, don't take any what we call S4 HANA server. So because they will charge around 2000 rupees per month or 1000 rupees per month, it's not required. At the end, once we start up with the S4 HANA part, then I'll give my credential. You can practice on that. So you need not to spend amount on that. So that is the one thing we can do it. So this is ECC version. So here 1200, as I said, that per month. So what is the requirement, prerequisite for this in the sense? 500 GB hard disk is not required. Your RAM is not required, because the RAM and hard disk will be the data, whoever providing the server, he will take care of that. So what if you have a minimum system on of this thing, then you can install this server in your system. Clear? But what they'll do, you need not to start the server every day. You need not to stop the server directly. You need to click on SAP login, and they will give you SAP credential, user ID and password. Clear? And you need to log in, and you can practice at 24/7. You can practice at any point of time. There is no time limit for whatever 6 months time. Clear? And here, as we are not doing any partitions or dummy or one partition, so your system will not be get affected, your OS will not be get affected, and your network drivers, whatever other things, it will be stays as it is. So at the time of practice, if you got any issues, you can share the screen in Zoom meeting or whatever, wherever we are in. So that is the advantage, but we need to spend extra amount. Here it's one-time investment, but here per 6 months, we need to spend 1200 rupees. Any questions on this? So not immediately you need to take this. So because to reach the practice stage, it may take almost another 4 to 5 sessions. Another 4 to 5 sessions. So another month, like you can take Jan end week or February first week onwards, if you are interested, or else you can go for installation. Any questions? If somebody is providing the server less than this, you can inquire in the market. So you can take from them. There is no restriction on that. Any questions on this?
No, Naveen.
Clear?
No, Naveen.
Yeah. For practice, again, I'm telling you again and again, practice is mandatory thing over here. No logic is not required or any programming knowledge is not required. But the only thing is practice is required. Basic accounting knowledge is required. Basic accounting knowledge. General, that I'll take care of it. No, if maybe you have that, but still, wherever we are stuck in accounting part, I'll take care of that. I'll fill that gap. From basic, what is debit and credit onwards, we are going to see. Because at client place, we need to expose. whatever accounting knowledge we have, because if we are put a bank flash at a client place, then they will play with us. So that kind of thing will not happen regarding accounting part, whether it could be a financial accounting or a management accounting or cost accounting, because it is relevant to us. So that 15 to 20% we are going to cover in this particular course. Okay, so you decide what you want to do in server part. Either you want to install in your system, or you want to take a third-party servers. So it's up to you. Clear? Okay. So, and same time we saw, okay, same thing. This is the versions we discussed, and each license cost in real time. This is the last year data. So each license cost, for example, you have joined in an organization, right? You will get your user ID and password, right? So for that, they need to pay 91,000 rupees per user ID. Per user ID, they need to pay 91,000. It's a lifetime, as long as you stays in the company. So that's the reason it's very expensive software or expensive system, SAP, compared to any other ERPs. This is the last year data. So we saw the modules, like we have modules like SAP ECC modules. As I said that we have total 36 module. In that, the major module in ECC version, I'm telling you, FI, CO, SD, MM, PP, QM, quality management, production, okay, plant maintenance, customer support, okay, project systems, human capital management. So we have many more many more versions are modules are there, 36 modules. So here in S4 HANA, what happens is first module, FI and CO module, has migrated from introduced in S4 HANA. They have given S4 HANA, the first FI, they merged. Now it is in S4 HANA, this is not separate module, FI CO. They are merged, FI and CO. They made single module. We call it as in simple finance. Simple finance on S4 HANA, and same time other modules, whatever other modules are there, they are considered as an logistics modules. SD, MM, whatever, PM, PP, QM, all other are logistics modules. So here we can say that this is FICO. Okay, FICO is one module, FICO, and the other simple finance, we call it as in simple finance, and the other one are logistics modules. So most here, apart from FICO, that's the reason we are going to do SD module, MM module, and production and planning module, apart from FICO. Right? In ECC version, these two are separate modules, but in S4 HANA, both are merged, and we call it as in simple finance. So first module introduced on HANA database was FICO module, and they named it as a simple finance. And after that, they have introduced other logistics module also. So that we will discuss. Okay. So here, I'll talk this. What is the reason? Why SAP, in the sense, why people wants only SAP in their organizations other than other ERPs, even though other ERPs are there. So that we will discuss integration. These are the important features of this one. And this is different modules. As I said that the modules are divided into 3 different types: web-based module, functional modules, and technical modules. Web-based modules we will see in later sessions, but functional modules are this one, as I said that. So to do functional modules, our cup of tea is this one, this side. So FI and CO, whoever wants to do FI and CO, they need to have accounting knowledge. So how much accounting knowledge is required? 10 or 15%, not more than that. Clear? And most part, if two people have learned FICO from same institute or whatever you call, but one person is BCom or MCom, postgraduate or BCom graduate, and other person is from non-accounting, non-commerce student, but both are doing the same thing. But in interview, the priority will be given. In interview, the priority will be given for commerce background person, accounting background person in FICO model. And other than that, material management and other logistics module, anyone can go for this. Commerce background people can go it, and BTech people, any engineering stream people can do this material management, SD and all. Clear? So here the logic, again, I'm reiterating for everybody's benefit. What is the prerequisite in the sense? Only logic is not required here. Programming knowledge is not required. Basic, the functional knowledge is required. That to 10 to 15%. That is nothing but your academic knowledge. 10 to 15% is required for these two modules. And most important thing is the practice part. That's it. Practice, 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 practice. That is the only mantra to get success in these two modules or any other functional modules. Okay, so no programming knowledge, nothing is required here, only the practice. And when it comes to technical modules, so in SAP background, whatever screens are developed, that is developed on ABAP programming language, right? Who are eligible for this? In the sense, the people need to have logic knowledge and programming language knowledge. So at least they need to know C and C++ with OOPS concept, right? They can write a program, any program, right? And this ABAP program is, the ABAP language is developed in COBOL language. Earlier, before 2000, there was a business language. IBM, International Business Machines, used to use that particular language, programming language, COBOL, Common Business Oriented Language. On that particular language, in the year 2000, that particular language got expired, and after that came up with many languages after 2000. So in that one invented languages, this one ABAP. So the base is COBOL only, but on that only this particular languages are developed. So what is the prerequisite for this? In the sense, mostly MCAs or computer science people are required for this, eligible to do this. Clear? Program minimum C, C++ and Java. Most of the concepts are used. Most of the concepts are used from Java or C++ and C++. Okay, so this is the prerequisites. And commerce background people, if they know C, C++ also, but when they attend interview, the priority will be given first BE, BTech, MCS, those people MTechs. Okay. And mostly I'll say that it's not our cup of tea. I can say that 90%, 95%, it's not our cup of tea. By chance, if we get it, it's good. Okay. And next one, basis. So this is basic application software integrated solutions. So what is the qualification is required? Again, there is no restriction for this. So here also no functional knowledge is required. No functional knowledge is required, nor programming logic knowledge is required for this. Only networking knowledge is required. Who are eligible? In the sense, same time, networking people are eligible. Electronic people are eligible. Same time, if everything goes well, BCom and commerce background people also eligible for this. So here they won't practice, they only the networking, LAN connection, WAN connection, the system maintenance, database maintenance, and everything will be taken care by the basis consultants only. The base, the system arrangement and everything will be taken care by basis consultants. On that, as per the requirement of client, these people will write the program. According to that, we will configure the system, the functional consultants. So our job is here, not here. Any questions on this? Yes, no.
No, Navin.
So before going to next slides, what I'll do is, what are the things we are going to do? I'll give you the, okay. So as I said that we have two modules, FI module. So syllabus in the sense, high level syllabus I'll explain, but we'll do more than that actually. FI module, you can call it as a syllabus or whatever it is. In high level, I'll show you. So this is financial accounting. So what we are going to discuss in the sense, enterprise structure, So here the thing is we are going to do new GL accounting. So we are not going to major institutes. We'll do still classic GL accounting, 70 to 80% in Hyderabad at least. So they follow the classic GL part. I'll tell you what is the difference. So new GL accounting. Okay, what? With PCA, profit center accounting. Okay, so earlier in classic GL, the PCA, profit center accounting, was in the CO module. Profit center accounting is in CO module. But recently, SAP has moved profit center accounting from CO module to FI module. So then they are calling it as a new GL accounting. Clear? Profit center account, new GL with profit center accounting. So why? In the sense, earlier when the class, what is the difference between a new GL accounting and classic GL accounting? In the sense, classic GL accounting, we can generate only the restricted reports. Clear? Only GL based reports we used to generate. Okay, only GL based. But when they have introduced PCA, profit center accounting with FI module, so it becomes a dynamic reporting structure. Dynamic reporting, multiple currencies you can generate a reports, multiple currencies, multiple reports, like you can generate reports in IFRS, US GAAP, Indian GAAP reporting, Australian GAAP, Singapore GAAP reporting. So there is no restriction. Whatever way you want a report, in that way we can generate. As I said that in old classic GL, we have the reports, we can use it as a GL debit equals to GL credit. Here only we can generate the reports only on a GL based. But when profit center accounting has merged with FI module, then now we are generating report GL plus business area plus profit center plus segment debit equal to GL plus business area plus profit center plus segment credit. Means we can generate reports not only GL wise, we can generate reports BA, business area wise, that is nothing but branch wise, profit center wise, segment wise. So I'll tell you what is the difference between a business area and what do you mean by business segment. Clear? So with multiple currencies we can generate. If you post one entry, for example, rent account debited to bank account, you are posting one entry, right? But how many views we can generate, in the sense, after introduction of this new GL? For example, your company is in Europe, and what is the local currency? The local currency is in euro. Correct? So when you generate a report, you can view 3 different currencies. One is in euro, that is local currency, and you have received invoice in Singapore dollar, for example. That is called document currency. Document currency wise, you can generate a report that is nothing but Singapore dollar wise. And next one, what is your local currency? Euro. So we can generate euro currency report, and same time we have a hard currency or a group currency. Group currency, in the sense, in international market, everything will be checked in USD. So USD currency would be either a hard currency or a group currency. I'll tell you the concept of what do you mean hard currency and group currency. Okay, so international market level, everything will be checked in USD only. Comparison, right? So in those 3 different currencies, we can generate a report. One document you are posting, but it will automatically in the background, it will generate in 9 documents. 3 currencies plus GL account wise, business area wise, profit center wise, segment wise. Clear, everyone?
Yes, Navin.
Yeah. So this is again a revolution. Dynamic reports we can generate now. Okay. We are going to talk about this. And after GL, So configuration is done. Then next we are going to see, okay, accounts payable module, with GST and TDS. See here. Again, I want to clear one thing. See, okay, accounts payable, it's fine, everyone knows. But GST, tax system. So probably after attending your interview, you cracked the interview, right? GST is Indian tax system. But unfortunately, you got selected for US company. Your client is US company. Clear? Then you won't use this GST, right? But here I am teaching GST configuration. Here I am using GST configuration. Correct? And how? You are selected for European company or Singapore company or Australian. But remember one thing, whatever may be the tax system, the configuration across the globe is the same. How the way you are doing a GST configuration, in the same way you can do US tax configuration. In the same way you can do Europe tax configuration. You can do the same configuration in Singapore. Only the tax percentages, tax codes may vary, but the procedure configuration will be the same. Why I am taking GST? In the sense, the configuration part, it's most a little complicated when compared to any other tax system across the globe. Clear? So every batch, the previous batch, the earlier batches, I used to take European tax system because that was the complicated earlier when compared to TDS VAT we had. So when GST is introduced, the configuration part little higher when compared to other configurations, tax configuration. So that's the reason if you are thorough with this particular configuration, then across the globe, whatever may be the country, you can do the tax configuration for any country. If you are good at this particular thing. Clear, everyone?
Yes, Naveen.
Yeah.
Yes.
And after that, we are going to do FI integration with GST and TDS. So this is new module for us. Is not in our scope, but still 30% of So once you stepped out from this particular thing, you can say that 100% we know FI and CO on ECC and S4 HANA, and same to at least 30% we know that. we know that. And same time, we are going to do, after completion of this, accounts receivable module with GST and tax collection from source, TCS. Okay. And same time, once we are done with this, we are going to do accounts receivables, SD, sales and distribution module. Okay. FI integration. This is also new module for us. Integration with GST and TCS. So these are the two different new modules for us. So here we are going to do bank accounts, banking module. Okay, in this, we are going to talk about payments, receipts, transfers, bank to how to automate manual check payments we are going to see. Okay, and automatic payment process we are going to do, bank to bank transfers, that is nothing but wire payments we are going to see here in this particular configuration. And next one, transfers, and we are going to see most important thing, BRS. Okay, and the most important module, see, again, I would like to reiterate here. See, this is we are talking about on ECC, or you can call it as an in ECC. Okay, so in this particular part, there is no much changes. Very few changes are there. 20% changes are there. But when it comes to asset accounting, this is the most important module. Asset accounting. So here we are going to discuss on acquisition of an asset, acquisitions, retirements, transfers, and depreciations. So here 80% changes are there. See, in ECC module, when compared to S4 HANA module, there are 80% changes are there in asset accounting. So in interview, 30 to 40% questions you are going to get from asset accounting. If you are keeping 6 years or 7 years experience, then asset accounting. So we will do more and more. We are going to do same focus on other modules also, other sub modules also, but asset accounting, we are going to stretch a little more. Clear? So this is, and after that, we are going to do controlling module on ECC. Okay, so here controlling area setting. Again, in controlling area settings, we are going to see in new GL accounting also. Okay, and here also we are going to see controlling area settings. Controlling area settings. And next we are going to see cost element accounting. So here your cost and management accounting will come. Cost element accounting. Next one we are having, the most important thing is overhead cost accounting. Overhead costing. So in this overhead costing, we have cost center accounting. Cost center accounting. Next one, internal accounting, internal order accounting. Next one, most important thing is, we are going in controlling module, we are going to spend time on product costing. So again, whenever you are trying to attend interviews on CO module, correct, the exclusively CO module, then most of the questions you are going to get from product costing. I'll tell you, COPA costing, will also call it as an. Okay, so here I'll tell you what are the things we are going to see in this, in the sense. Product cost planning. Next one. Cost object controlling. Product cost by order. Product cost by period. Product Cost by sales order. So here, earlier we won't use to cover this material ledger part. In S4 HANA, they made it as an mandatory. So that's the reason for this particular batch we are covering material ledger. Earlier it was not compulsion. Material ledger, and another important thing is profitability analysis. Profitability analysis. Coupa costing. Cost and profitability analysis. So here two different consultant in ECC module. We considered if the person who is working on FI, they used to consider as an FI consultant, and the person who is working on CO module, they used to consider it as an CO consultants. And you can see here, we can find, I don't know why people feels that CO module is little tougher than FI module, but according to my knowledge, CO is more easier than FI module. More easier than FI module. And in the market also, you can get 80% of FI consultants, but hardly you will get 12% of 12 to 15% of CO consultants. There is a very much scarcity of CO consultants in the market. That's the reason I'll stress more. Again, I'm telling you, again, I'll stress more and more in the sense because the topics are new, because the people in their academics, they leave the things cost accounting, management accounting. Okay, they won't do, they feels that it's a toughest subjects. And that's the reason when they come into the controlling module, they feel that whenever the faculty explains, they feel that, oh, controlling module, it's not our cup of tea. FI is easy for us and we will work only on FI part. Okay, but to fill that particular gap, we are going to do manual cost and management accounting. Once you understand the concept of cost and management accounting on your fingertips, then the entire controlling module, you feel it's more simple than your FI module. But that's, I'll do that, because only the fingertips we can make this controlling module. Any questions still here? Any questions?
So what is the estimated time for each topic?
See, I can't tell you. That's what I'm saying. The complete thing is 4.5 months for FI module, 4.5 months,
Okay.
3 to 4 months for controlling module. Because again, it depends upon the day. For example, if the questions are more from people to like whoever are attending, then it will take little more time. But
Yeah,
max
got
to
it.
max 8.5 months, the complete module with one particular project, we will complete it. Again, I'm telling you, this 8 months or 9 months, whatever time I'm telling you, that is inclusive of your on ECC, HANA, plus your manual financial accounting, cost and management accounting with one particular project. Project in the sense, whatever we do, that is only the project here. Clear? So that's the reason it's look like a long time. But once you start the practice, you will understand it's not a long time. Because covering normally 3 months, people will complete the things. 3 months, people will 3 to 4 months maximum, they'll complete FI and CO. Either that is on ECC, but they won't cover the new GL concept. They won't cover. Without cover this new GL concept only, we are going to spend, not new GL accounting, the new GL configuration only, we are going to spend at least 7 to 10 sessions. From 7 to 10 sessions. That is because 40% of CO module thing will be covered in this particular configuration only. Hope you got my point.
Yes, Navin, got
Yeah, that's the reason we are going to spend. That's what I'm minute to minute things we are going to cover. We are not going to see once you stepped out, once we're done with 4.5 months, if whatever may be the challenge, whatever may be the question, you are going to face, you will be in a position to solve that. That I can assure you. Again,
Okay,
certain conditions apply. That is practice. That is only one mantra. Looks like, see here only it looks like 8 topics. You can see how many subtopics are there in each and every module, submodules. GL is one submodule, accounts payable is one submodule, cost accounting is taxation is one module, TDS is one module, right? Integration, keep it aside. Accounts receivable is one module, TCS is one module, right? Bank accounts is one module, right? Complete. Asset accounting is a big module. And people will come up with MMFI integration and SDFI integration. So this is, so time limit, again, I'm telling you that 4.5 months, we are going to complete the complete finance accounting part in perfect. No doubt in that. Another 3.5 to 4 months, we are going to spend on controlling module on ECC and as well as on S4 HANA. Clear? Any questions? Any questions from anyone? So in morning, if anyone directly wants to attend, there is one morning 7:30 batches going on. They have completed their GST. Now they are going to do their TDS part. Okay. And next, I would like, so this is our structure, and I'll send this, not this one. We have one more complete course module for ECC. I'll send that also on WhatsApp. Any other questions from anyone? So hardly it looks like a 14 topics, but it would be takes almost 50 to 55 topics along with submodules. Clear, everyone?
Yes, Naveen, it's clear.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
Naveen.
majority questions I got. So normally people ask how to do SAP certifications. Again, I'm reiterating. So certification after completion of this particular course, whatever certifications from institute we provide, that's not at all value. It doesn't have any sort of value. Again, I'm telling you, okay, course completion certification by paying 200 or 500, you get from anywhere. You can get from anywhere this particular course certification. But here, this has to be certified by SAP globally. Then only the certificate will be get valid across the globe. Now, earlier we have some stipulated time of validation, but now few certifications we don't have any validity. It's a lifetime validity is there now. Few certifications. Cost and management accounting, that is the controlling area, controlling module. If you certified, then it will valid 3 to 4 years. Again, you want to certify, then again you need to give it. But FI now, earlier FI was also same thing, finance module also in the same way, but FI will have now lifetime validity. So, but who are eligible to do this particular certification? I'll show you how to log in into SAP certification. And so here across the globe, as I said, that SAP reports, it's an old report only, not the latest one which I have. Okay, so SAP reports that 92% of Ford Global 2000 companies, whatever companies are there, people are working as a consultants, 92% are certified, along with 98% of the 100 most valued brands use SAP solutions. This is again, I'm telling you, it's before 2020. SAP Global has not released the latest one. So expected in the month of February, they are going to release the latest trend. What is this? And 100% of top scoring sustainability companies as reported by Dow Jones. These are the companies who take the data from all top ERPs. Okay, also use SAP. To accommodate the business need for qualified professional, SAP manages a large certification program to ensure outstanding product and client support and narrow. See, again, okay, is it mandatory to do certification in the sense, again, I'm telling you, it's not required. If you have a certification with your resume and you are mentioning your what we call skill set, 5 plus 6 years of skill set, then hardly the weightage will be there 5 to 10% on your certification. But for entry level people, okay, entry level in the sense whoever fresh graduates and they learn, okay, and they certified, for them maybe it's useful. For them maybe it's useful. They have trained well and they have given the exam and they cleared the score. But whoever are mentioning 5 or 6 years experience or more than that, or 3+ experience, then for them again skill is the criteria, first criteria. Then next they'll go for the certification. Nowadays no one is asking even certification also, whether you have a certificate or not. So that means weightage will be there on a resume part only, that's it. The selection of resume, if 2 resumes are there, okay, I got 2 resumes and they are mentioned that one person is certified and other person is not certified, then the first weightage will be given, called for interview, the person who is having the certification part. But the criteria, interview criteria and everything will be the same, no change in that. Hope you got my point. So normally now companies will, once you crack the interviews, after cracking interviews, you got selected for any company, right, as a consultant. Now those company will ask you to do this one, certifications. Yearly we can do 3 to 4 certifications from one company. Whatever company you are, you can do 4 to 5 certifications from that particular company. We need not to pay single NP from our pocket. The company will pay that, because I'll show you how much costly it is and all. You can see here. I'll show you that. Sorry. So you can click on here. So here first we need to select, if you want to register any certification, you need to click on the country here, which from which country you want to write the exam, you want to give the exam. Then after this, view SAP certifications. So there are thousands of certifications are there in SAP. You can see here. 1000. These are the first, this thing is the code, test code. Okay. And here you can see the subject part, SAP certified designation. And after that, the subject which you want to give. So you can see here SAP active project manager, SAP Ariba. So you can see our FI part in the bottom, almost the latest one. This is CFIN, Central Finance. This is Central Finance. And you can see here on the bottom. So we can write exam. You need not to go anywhere. You can sit and write exam from our place itself. Because after, like I have given last time, but now a lot of things got changed here also. See here. This is the certificate code for 2021. Okay, the latest one, this is SAP Certified Application Associate. This is an entry level. SAP S/4HANA for Financial Accounting Associate level. So S/4HANA 2020. This is the latest certification on FI module. So here you can see view details. So here they will provide you the complete, what is the fee structure and all.
Hi, sir. Hello.
Yes,
Hi, sir. Any mock assessments is there
no.
for?
For certifications, no,
Yeah.
no, no mock
Okay.
assessment. You need to take the risk. That's it directly. I don't know why it's not opening.
So Naveen, financial accounting in the sense it will like it is only for FI module only?
Only FI module.
Okay.
Okay, so here you can see here. This is, please note, this certification has been published for early adopters. So this is the literature we have. So here, book this product, consume within certification. See all certification including subscription. So this is certification for 6 attempts. So here, the first time INR 39,773, which is not excluding tax GST. So it may cost you around about 18% GST. You can calculate on this. So almost all 45, 46,000 it will goes. So how many attempts? Earlier, we don't have much attempts. So we can give 6 attempts. 6 attempts in this particular amount. So what if you are writing FI module, first attempt you didn't clear. So in second attempt, you can again give. Second attempt also, if you are not cleared, so up to 6 attempts you can give in this particular 45,000 or 46,000. Okay. What if I have cleared in the first attempt? What if I'm cleared my FI module? Then you can do another, the SAP Global has provided in another 2 attempts, you can give other certifications also you can do. Means you have cleared first time FI module, clear? Then in another 2 attempts, you can do another 2 certifications. So you can do your controlling module or you can do your MM module or any other thing. So this is for 6 attempts. So maximum certifications you can do is in the 6 attempts, 3 certifications you can do. 3 certifications. So if you have cleared your FI module first attempt, then you can go for CO module. And after that, you can go for MM module or any other module according to your requirement. So this is, so you can book from here and you can select the date, which again, anytime you can select, right? And we have 1 attempt also. Let's see here. This is 1 attempt. Certificate 001 SAP certification exam, 1 attempt. So 1 attempt, 15,909 excluding tax. So if you include 18% tax, then around it costs you around about 19 to 20,000. Clear, around 18 or 19,000. Only 1 attempt the certification. If you are not cleared first attempt, then it will, you again, if you want to give again, then you need to pay again same service 17 or 18,000. Any questions on this? So what are the topics it will be covered in financial module? I'll tell you this. So there will be total 180 minutes time will be there, the complete certification. So here, these are the topics will be covered in this. Okay, financial closing out of whatever score we have. Financial closing will have 12% questions. General ledger accounting, 12% questions. Accounts payable and accounts receivable, 12%. Asset accounting, 12%. Organizational assignment and process integration, 12%. So initial only, starting only, I'll explain all this part. And overview deployment of SAP S4 HANA, 8%. So now no one will write TCC because it's going to be vanished. So that's the reason every certification they are taking on S4 HANA itself. Clear? So my advice is not to do any certifications right now, right? Even though you are very much perfect, because however, companies will take these certifications. So they will make you to write here. So here you can see SAP Certified Application Professional. This one for more than 5 years means if we are keeping 5 years of SAP experience, then we are eligible for professional certifications. This is associate certificate, whatever we are talking. Professional certifications will have other thing. The people who are having more than 5 years or 6 years experience, who are experts in financial model, then they can go for professional level. Any questions on this? This is about your certification part. Yeah, any questions? And pass
So-
percentages out of 180 questions, the passing percentage is 58 to 62%. Here they will mention, I see here, they have changed. Earlier it was 63, as I said that, sorry, 80 questions, 180 minutes will be there. Okay, and you can passing percentage cutoff score as 63%, duration is 180 minutes. And what are the language we can write in the sense, if you are, these are the different languages we can give: German, English, Spanish, French, Japanese, Portuguese, and Chinese. Whatever may be the level. It could be an associate level or a professional level. The things would be the same. Earlier initially it was 80%, and last time it was 58%. Now they have increased to 63%. But getting
Naveen, will you
63%.
help us?
Sorry?
Sorry. Will you help us getting
Yes,
this
definitely. That's what
certification?
I'm saying. Definitely, I'll help us. I'll give you the dumps also. Whatever as 80 questions, right? I'll give you 100 questions. In that 100%, 80 questions will come. 101%. Only the thing what it will get changed in the sense, the serial number will be get changed, but you will get the accurate question paper. So I'll leak the question paper, in fact.
Okay.
Right. Once again, I'm telling you, if I give helping, if we are doing practice perfect, then definitely you will say at the end of the day, you won't depend on anyone. Again, I'm telling you. It's as simple as that. You won't depend at all on anyone. You'll do it. Okay. If you see that my dump, whatever mark he has, right? So you can consider whatever paper I'm going to, you can consider it as a mark. You can practice on that and you can straight away write it. And again, I'm telling you, whatever questions I'm going to that, only the series will be, the numbers will be get changed here and there. But the questions will be there, options, 4 options will be there. That will be get changed. No negative marking, nothing. And getting 63% in FI module, it's more easy. You won't get less than 80%. Again, I'm challenging 80 or 85%. Yeah, any questions?
Yes, sir. Is this a video recording session
Which
while
one?
writing exam?
See, one faculty will be there who will see complete 180 minutes.
Okay.
Kind of invigilator, what we call.
So,
Right.
we need to visit any
Not
center
required from
or
your, that's what I said, right? From your home only, you can write the exam. So what they will do is, there is an app called question mark app. If you are writing exam, if you have installed, they will ask you. And once you pay the fee, they will update you to install Zoom and install question mark. And any screen sharing one, like for example, not even Zoom, Zoom is required, question mark app is required. And if at all any desk kind of apps are there, we need to delete them. Okay. And before starting exam, they'll ask you on the web camera, that should be always on, your web camera should be always on 360 degrees angle. We need to show the room where you are sitting. And you should be alone in the room. Wherever you are writing exam, you should, they will clearly says that you should be alone. You're not supposed to talk.
Yeah.
The instructions would be very strict. If at all anything a problem with your software or anything, then you need to contact your faculty, whoever is sitting, the facilitator. But everything we need to show, and we can start the exam.
Naveen, one doubt. The syllabus you have just now you have explained the syllabus, right?
Right.
On each item, whatever items you have mentioned, on each thing you'll be will be having a practice session, or it would be theory.
Here or in the exam?
No. In now in these sessions.
Yes, we will
in a
have
weekly session.
complete practical configuration. Not only configuration, we are going to see how end user will work. The posting of entries,
Okay.
the reconciliations, how GLT will work, right? That will be there. As a AP person, what end user will do, how they are posting entries, what are the reports they will see.
In the WQR.
Yes. The complete.
Okay.
As a consultant, we whatever configurations we are going to do, that we will see. After post configuration, we are going to see the practice what end user will do. Because if we are not good at end user things, then definitely what is the problem in the sense? Once see, what do you mean by you are in implementation project? You got selected for implementation project, and you don't have a business process knowledge. Means you don't know how to post an entry in the SAP system, right? If you don't know how to post a GL, AP, AR, whatever it is. So once we step to client, then they'll ask, I need kindly show me, because we are new for SAP, kindly show us how to post one particular entry, how to see the reports, because it's our job to train them initially. So that's the reason number of entries we'll post. At least in each and every module, we will post 40 to 50 entries. Practice part. Configuration practice will be there. First, we will give literature. Literature, we will spend time. We will try to understand in the literature what is what. And after that, we will see the configuration, end-to-end configuration. And whatever configuration we have done, whether it's working or not. So we are going to do the testing. So that testing is nothing but the end user activity part. Clear? Yes. No.
Yes, Navin, it's clear.
Yes, Navin, understood.
So these are the things which is going to be covered. Again, I'm telling you, once you practice the things, whatever we are going to do in day out sessions, so definitely you will crack this particular this thing. And interview also, it's not a big deal for you. Again, I'm telling you, I'll give you a 70% of questions. Clear? You can blindly go by learning or by practicing those 70% questions. Whatever 70 questions I'm going to, not percent, 70 questions I'm going to give. You just go through once those 70 questions, right? With the answers I'm going to give, whatever may be the position, entry level to 10 years experience. You are going to get the questions, 80% questions from that only. Open challenge, I'm giving that. And most of our students got selected with the practice, and what I said, the same thing they answered and they got selected. It's only the practice wise. I have selected the few random questions and I have prepared that, and for answers also, what are the expectations from your management now. And touch wood, what I'm saying is, I'm in interview panel now for my organization. I'm an interview panel. So what does my management conveys is, now again I'm reiterating, the thing is, we are getting unskilled people. First point, we have a total, as I said, that 180 projects in our organization, but every day we are doing day and out, we are doing number of interviews. Initially what management was asking is, ask most tough questions. Tough questions in the sense, there is no tough and easy questions. If the people knows the answers, then it is a easy. If people doesn't know the answer, then it would be a tough questions. According to me, that is the tough and easy thing. But if whatever question probably I know, whatever topic I know, the opposite person may not know about it. The same thing, whatever he is perfect, maybe it's an ocean. Again, I'm telling you, SAP is ocean. I won't say that I'm covering 100%. I'm not sure. But whatever is there, whatever client expectations, company expects, that 100% I'm going to give you. But I'm not saying SAP 100% I'll give you. No, no one will give. But as per my experience, whatever I'm looking in day and day out, so what companies require, client require, in that 100% I can give you without fail. So earlier they were asking 80% should be, their answer should be correct. But now, you trust me or not, for CO module, they are asking 37%. If they give answer out of your 100%, you can select them. And when it comes to FI module, 45%. 45% to 50%. If people are answering your questions, you can clear their round. Because the requirement is like that. And a day before yesterday, I had one interview, and that person was got as an proxy. I have selected because I didn't find him as a proxy. I didn't found him as a proxy. I didn't make it out that he's done a proxy. So second round, L2 level, another manager was taken and he got him. And he asked him to attend interview in the office. But he said, no, I can't come. I'm not in Hyderabad. When I asked him whether you are in Hyderabad in the first round, he said yes. But I have asked a few questions. So he has given answer, but I didn't make out that because of when I asked him, there was some lip movement problem in the sense. He said there is a network issue. But what is my focus was whether he's going to give the answers correct or not. So he was given absolutely correct and I've selected and I've cleared the round. And when I pass it to next level, then they got him. I don't know how they got it. They asked to come office to attend next round. He said he can't come. He said that I'm not in Hyderabad. Yeah, that's the thing. 40%, 48%, 50% knowledge if you have, then you can clear any sort of interviews. Because they know pretty well. Whatever experience we are going to keep, that is not a fake in the sense, whatever experience we are keeping. And again, that's the reason I'm not going to make your profiles fake. Whatever companies, whatever pay slips, everything we are going to keep, just we are going to change your profile with SAP experience. We are going to map your experience with SAP experience. That's it. We're not going to do any sort of fake. Clear? Fine. Because again, I'm telling you, coming 2 to 3 years, at least 23, 24, they are looking for experienced people. 3+, 4+, 5+, and 6+. So if you keep 2 years experience, then definitely you won't get a call right now, at least for 1 year. But if you keep 3+ years or 5+ years of experience, you will definitely, as soon as you update your experience as a 5+ experience on SAP, then immediate you will start receiving calls. That much requirement is there. And people are saying that market is very tough and clear. Even though we are working on 31st, today also we had few interviews in the morning. Before my morning session, I had taken one sort of interviews and all. And I'm giving the scripts to some other people who are free. When I'm free, I'm taking those scripts. Because we have a target of doing this interview process. Any other questions?
Navin, what will be the exam pattern? So all 80 questions will be multiple choice questions?
Yes, it's absolutely multiple choices.
Okay.
Well, there's no theory kind of thing, nothing. No fill in the blanks or whatever. All are multiple choices. All 80. That's what I'm saying. Whatever question, whatever dump I'm going to give, out of that, 100% you are going to get 80 questions, but the number would be changed. That's it. So if after giving this dump, you can practice twice, thrice, 4 times, then definitely you can crack it. If you did practice well, then definitely you can crack it. But same time, if you do the dump perfectly, then 101% you can secure more than 80%. Any questions? Because my advice is, don't plan for any certification right now. Okay, unless until your company sponsors you, don't keep anything from your pocket for certification part. Clear? Because as soon as you crack interviews and everything, then definitely your company will ask you to do the certifications. If you say that I don't have any certifications, definitely they'll ask you to do certifications. Because after joining, you won't get immediately, touch wood, you won't get immediately tie up with the client. So there is 1.5 month time will be there. In that 1.5 month, we can do whatever certifications we want. And the organization will also give you lot of trainings, lots and lots of trainings. Yeah, any questions?
So, if we are not having a SAP experience, right? So how can we attend interviews like
What do you mean
like
by
fresher?
See, you're not a fresher, right? Do you have a domain experience?
Yeah, I have domain
How
experience.
much? How
Like
many years?
Yeah, it's like 5 years.
Then we are going to, if you are applying as a fresher, you need to wait for 2 to 3 years. So that's the reason what we are going to do is your 5 years experience, last 3 years experience, whatever SAP, whatever 3 years experience is there, that we are going to map with SAP experience. We are not, you are not going to attend as a fresher. You will mention in your resume that you will have 3 years of experience. Understood?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want a crack interview like immediate, then you need to change your resume. Now I want to go as a fresher, in the sense you need to wait a lot of time, and your domain package will be considered, but same time you can't expect a much hike. But if you are keeping 3+ years of experience as an SAP plus your domain experience of 2 years, then they will consider you at that particular point of time. They'll consider your experience, domain experience, and as well as your SAP experience. And again, tell me whatever may be the package. On that people are getting right now. See, for example, if my current package is around 8 lakhs or 9 lakhs. So people are getting around 18 to 20 lakhs package CTC. With,
Yes.
yeah, joining bonus.
Sir,
Most of the IT companies are now giving joining bonus also.
sir, my current experience is
No,
like
whatever you
ARs.
can expect. If you are at 7 lakhs, then you can expect around 15 to 16 lakhs. I'm telling you upfront, but maybe your it again depends upon your negotiation. How you are going to negotiate with your HR. Minimum that is they are giving. Clear?
Okay. Sir, my question is like, so I'm having like AR experience. Will they consider this experience?
We won't mention AR, right? In SAP, in resume, you are going to not, you're not going to mention AR experience. You're going to mention only for first 2 years you did an AR experience, but other 3 years we are going to make it as an SAP experience only. SAP one implementation project and one support project.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
You're not going to say them that I have worked complete 5 years on AR only. No. They'll ask you, okay, your resume will not suit us. You can try again on AR only, they'll say. Because we will change your resume, then only you will get it. For freshers, yeah, it will be there. But again, you are not considered as a fresher. In SAP, probably you are considered a SAP or fresher, but for company, your experience, you have a domain experience, right? They won't give you 5 years experience you are having. So at least if you are having only 2 years of domain experience, then they'll consider as SAP fresher. But if you're having a 5 years of domain experience and still you want to join as an SAP fresher, definitely they won't allow. So that's the reason we are going to make your experience 3+ years experience on SAP and 2 years your domain experience.
Yes, got it, sir.
Yeah. I'll tell you, like, as per your resume, like what kind of practice. See, again, I'm telling you 100% practice dedication is required.
Yes.
Yeah. Any other questions? Any other questions? So whatever may be the experience, that doesn't matter. Whatever you are into the previous, whatever, clear, we can map it, not an issue. But if you practice well, then you have a subject skills well, then you can manage at your interview level. Once you crack interview, no one will touch you. Because we are not going to change we are not going to make anything fake. Again, I'm telling you, we're not going to make your payslips fake, nor your Form 16s, nor your designations. And touch wood, whatever designations you are in at present, the same designation we can keep it. Why? Because in SAP environment, the companies, each company will follow different designations. Same, whatever. If Genpact is following accounts payable associate, clear? So here they will mention it as an associate. So over there they will call it as an associate, PD, whatever, PE, process expert, process developer. Here also the same designations are there. SMEs, SME. So that's the reason designation doesn't matter. Again, I'm telling you, designation doesn't matter. And we can keep your last 5 years. We are not going to change 10 years experience. We are going to make if people are having high this one, then we can make few changes. Last 5 years 5 years experience we are going to map with SAP. And same time you will practice for 6 months, then definitely you will get a hands-on knowledge on this SAP FI part. And then without any hesitation you can crack it without any problem. Clear? Any questions?
No, sir.
People are saying again and again that 2023 would be a challenging for IT side, right? Market, but I'll tell you, this is not going to be happen. It's market is very much productive. Maybe other sectors may get affected, but at least this IT will not get affected. Yeah, because last time we heard that 15,000 people are sacked from Wipro. Right? The thing is actually in India, overall, in India, whatever we have branches, only 300 people got sacked. Why? Because of moonlight. Not for this one. They don't have a projects or something. In our organization, people who joined last January, right? Till now, they don't have skills. They don't have skills. Again, I'm telling you, they don't have skills, at least 10% skills. They got they managed and they got selected in the organization. So last January to till today, majority people are on bench. Majority people are on bench because they don't have knowledge, but their luck was there. That's the reason they got selected. From January to September, even though they are getting rejected in each and every client round. See, once for example, you are attending an organization, for example, Yes Technologies, and you have cleared all rounds of interview and you got an offer letter and you joined the organization. And after that, one more round will be there, client round. You are permanent employee of Yes Technologies now. Okay. And after that also, there are number of clients will be there, number of projects will be there. So for which project you are suitable, they will send to that particular client all this one, your resumes. So client will again take one round of interview, right? So if you are clear in that, what is the advantage? When you got selected in Yes Technologies, you will get Yes Technologies, what we call salary. And same time, when you are selected in client, you started working, then you will get your bonus. And you are not working under any client and you are on bench. What is the disadvantage in this? You will get your full salary, but you won't get bonus. That is the thing. From Jan to September, people are on bench and they used to got their salaries without any problem. But October onwards, the company stopped paying LOP. They are on LOP now. They are employees of the organization, but they're not. The company is not paying them. They're marking them as an LOP. That's it. Clear? So they can do any trainings, they can attend any trainings, because people, what majority people was thinking is, okay, we are just losing a bonus, but we are not doing work. We are doing our private things a lot. So we can get our salaries on 30th or 31st. But still company doesn't sack anyone till now. They are still on the bench. Because they are not interested to clear the client round. Once they stopped, now they are showing curious to attend client interviews. But it's almost a year end. Projects comes to an end. That's the problem. Yeah, any questions? So this is your certifications. This is about our syllabus part. Clear? Any questions before we proceed?
Naveen, I have one question.
Yeah.
So for every project, we will be having the client interview round?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's
mostly in client interview also, it will be the same, what we are going to learn in our classes.
exactly. See, what they
Okay.
will ask, what are the things you have performed in your previous project?
Yes.
Nothing much.
Okay.
Not subject wise, they
got
won't ask you. So initial, if you are working for the first time client, then probably they may ask you how you will do, how and this. But if you are showing you are working for one particular company and you have completed that client project and you want to go for another client, then definitely the client will ask, they know your profile. The client will ask, what are the things you have done in that that particular client? That's it. Because whatever you say, that client doesn't know what are the things you have done. Whatever things you are at good, then you can say the same thing. In that only, try to ask.
Okay. Okay, Navin.
That is not a big challenge again. Any other questions? So these are the certifications we have. Yeah. Now it is not 144. This is the old data again. I'm telling you, there are thousands of certifications now after HANA. I'll change this. Okay. So we will discuss in tomorrow's sessions what are the different projects are there in an organization. If we are selected as an SAP consultant, so which projects we are going to, what are the different projects are there, and what we are going to do in each and every project, and everything we will see in tomorrow's session. Is that okay, everyone?
Yeah, Naveen.
Yes, fine.
Before we close it for today, tomorrow we will have at 2:30. Is that fine?
Okay, Naveen.
Thank you.
Fine, 2:30.
I'll share the
Thank you.
recording.
Okay, Naveen.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Bye.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
Thank you.
Naveen.
Bye.
Bye all.
Bye.